I am going to show you how to make these delicious, very simple cookies. If you made the Play-Doh with us, this will be very similar recipe. So you should have most of the ingredients at home. Cookies, we're going to need flour, a measuring cup, sugar, 2 sticks of butter or a cup of butter, and I like to use vanilla and almond. The recipe only calls for vanilla, but I think if you do a teaspoon of each, it's delicious. You're going to need your mixers, and you're going to need a big bowl.
My name is Lily, and I'm 4 years old, and what's your name? What's your name?
One is to take the butter out of the paper. Oops, don't put the paper in the bowl. We're gonna put the butter in the bowl, and we're gonna beat it with our mixer. Don't rub your hands on your shirt. Can you put the trash in the trash can? All right, Lily's almost done unwrapping her. We have beat our butter for 30 seconds. Next, we're gonna add the sugar. Add a 1/3 cup of sugar to our bowl. Good job. And we're gonna mix that well until it's nice and fluffy.
Almost.
You gotta beat it real good. Nice and fluffy. Okay, the next is to add the vanilla. But we are gonna do 1 vanilla and 1 almond. So I'm doing 1 teaspoon of the almond. Pour it in for us, Lily. Good job. It does smell good. Now Jonathan's gonna help us add 1 teaspoon of the vanilla. Okay, so Jonathan, you gonna help me out? Hold your spoon over it. Hold your spoon over it. And we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Pour it in for us, Jonathan. All right, and then we're gonna do a tablespoon. Now we're gonna add a teaspoon of water. Then we blend it again until it's nice and fluffy. We're gonna fluff it up. Pouring 1 of our cups of flour. We're gonna beat this in, and then we're gonna add the 2nd cup. We're gonna add our 2nd cup of flour, and we can start doing this by hand now. And if you got to do our Play-Doh activity, you will recognize the texture. This will feel. And we are not using nuts in ours. Cup of flour, it's actually easier if you mash it in with your hands. It gets a little sticky, but it blends better that way. It's about the texture that you want. Like I said, very similar to our Play-Doh. We've decided we're going to color our dough. This is the coloring we had in our pantry. We are going to experiment. Lily and Jonathan both said they wanted different colors. Lily wanted
red,
and Jonathan wanted
blue.
So we're gonna see what happens if we put both of the colors into our dough. We're gonna add just 2 drops of our red. Jonathan, I'm gonna add 2 drops of the blue. All right, wait, that's one on Mama. All right, and then we're gonna. Purple got a little swirly here, and we ended up having to add a couple more drops to get it a little darker purple. You don't have to add that part. That was just something we wanted to experiment with. And now on to making the cookies to put on our pan. So we have our parchment paper down and flour so the dough doesn't stick. We're making lots of designs. The key is to make sure they are no thicker than 1/2 inch. All right, we made some silly fun shapes. If you want to use the cookie cutters, you might want to put the dough in the fridge first. It was a little soft for ours. So we baked our cookies in the oven for 20 minutes on 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And you can see there's just a little bit of brown on the edges. That's what we're looking for. This is the part where you can toss them in the powdered sugar or dump a little powdered sugar on them. I find that they are sweet enough without that, so I just like to eat them the way they are. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you get to make some as well.